Okay, so this is a pretty important video that I just don't think most guys are very aware of. Never share any kind of negative life circumstance ever with the woman that you're dating. Okay, don't ever do this. When you are around a woman and you're dating, women do not want to hear any kind of negative things. Okay, and I'll kind of show you why. Like, they don't want to hear any kind of negative thing that creates some type of negative emotion or negative circumstance, and you will see why. Okay, women's entire reality and perception is literally like facilitated through words. Like how they see their life, okay, and how they see things going for themselves literally changes based on the words that go into their ears, okay, based on what they hear. Now, I understand this is probably completely different from how you see your own world when you're living day to day, but when it comes to women, what they hear changes how they feel at a pretty high level. So women's entire reality and perception is facilitated through words. What she hears in her ears drastically changes her perception of everything, including how she sees her reality, okay? How she sees her day that day when she wakes up and is going to work or going to the mall or going to go work out or whatever. How she feels about herself and the day can change based on what she hears. So this is how important this stuff is to really understand. Let's say guy number one has $1 million in the bank, but let's say he's always super stressed, worried about money, worried that he's going to go broke, and he seems super nervous. She probably is not going to feel very safe with him. But let's say guy number two walks around with a couple $1,000s in the bank, but he acts like his life's fine. She's going to instantly think like he has it probably more together, or he has the type of like emotional strength and fortitude day to day that she's looking for. Okay, what you have to understand is women never really want to see or hear anything like negative, and women don't really want to see or hear anything bad that is happening to you, okay, that creates a negative circumstance. They just don't want to see it, they don't want to hear it, they start to not like it. If you had something happen to you that was negative, probably share it with like a mom, a dad, a family member, or a close friend. It's not in your best interest to ever say anything out loud in front of the woman that you're dating that creates a negative experience or a negative emotion. So I'll give you a few examples, okay? They really just want to see that you cannot be moved no matter what. So it's always better to just play stuff off as if you're basically like unaffected. So let's say you just got fired. It's probably better to just come home that day and say, hey, I quit, okay? Let's say you have like a relative who maybe got sick or they got an illness. It's probably better to just say, hey, you know, Uncle John or Grandpa Frank, he's tough, he'll get through it. You want to always create a situation or a circumstance with your words that basically demonstrates, hey, I cannot be emotionally moved off center, I'm doing fine, and if anything bad happened, guess what? I can weather the storm because I am emotionally resilient. That's the attitude and the vibe that you always want to kind of have. Let's say a tornado ran through your house. You want to say something like, you know, I never really liked that neighborhood anyways, okay? What I can tell you is this. If you act this way or if you operate this way, women will just naturally see so many strength characteristics inside of you that they're going to probably want to just keep seeing you because of that strength and that resiliency. So anytime you share negative news, it's going to look like something happened to you, okay? If it looks like something happened to you, this is what you have to understand. This is the opposite of being like the driving force in life, where you have a good direction with your own outcome that you're building for yourself. This is so important to always understand. Women really want to see zero excuses, okay? If you have a business or you are in a career where it's slow that month or something, don't ever make any excuses for it. Everything is an upward spiral, an upward trajectory. Next month will be better. Yeah, but not too worried because this is occurring and this is occurring. going to make more in a couple weeks, everything's good, everything's fine. You walk around with a big smile on your face no matter what. You walk around like life is easy for you and things are good. Zero excuses. Women do not want to hear or see your excuses that you try to say when it comes to the negative circumstance or event that happened in your life. They don't want to see it and they don't want to hear it. It turns them off. So those of you where you're sharing so much and all this, negative things that happened in your life and you want to always just talk about how you feel about it, you're going to cause the woman that you're dating to probably lose desire in you. So regardless of how this makes you feel, like when I tell you these things, regardless of how this makes you feel, because I already know that probably some of you are going to be like, oh, well, that's not fair. I should be able to just talk about, whatever I want and all that, blah, blah, blah. Okay, not true. Not true, and here's why. Listen close. If you implement this, if you implement what I'm teaching you, okay, if you can just put your thoughts aside for a second and just really listen to me. If you implement this into your conversations, you will notice that almost everything changes in your dating life. Women look at you as a guy that they would want to be with because since they're hypergamous and they optimize their own life for their own safety and their own survival and their own well-being, since I'm telling you that their perception can change and it's facilitated through words, okay, you have to understand that the way that you create a good future, not only for yourself, to keep yourself happy and positive and uplifted, but in order to demonstrate that you have everything in your life under control and you are a good bet for the long haul, you are going to have to communicate in this format. You're going to have to communicate in this format. Women don't want to hear anything that creates like a negative emotion that they have to hear. So notice how I'm saying things like communicate in this format. This is why I created a process called the language of women. I've been helping men learn, understand, and master the language of women. You can join us inside of that community after this video is over. I highly encourage you to do that. I think it'll really help your dating life. And once you see that page that I built, you'll see exactly why. Keep this in mind. No matter how this makes you feel, if you implement these things into your dating life, you're going to watch yourself have a lot more success than you probably had in the past. So you need to act like you are always on an upward spiral in your life. Okay? You act like you're always in an upward spiral. Always, no matter what. What this does is this shows that you really don't fear the future either. Most guys fear the future. Oh no, I got this bill coming up. I hope I can pay it. This is happening in work. I hope I don't get laid off. This is happening. I got to do this and that, and it's so stressful. The future, for most guys, based on the words coming out of their mouth, looks like a whole lot of fear. And women don't want to see that you're really fearful of really anything. Women want to see like you really know what you're doing and you like your life and you're on a good upward spiral in life. Now, here's what you're going to notice about people who have an upward spiral or a downward spiral. A downward spiral in life is created when you have a negative thought process. So you say, I'm not good at this. This is not good. These things are happening to me and I don't know what I'm going to do. Negative, negative, negative. It also puts you in like the passenger seat of the position where these things are happening to you and you're not taking any action to get in the driver's seat. Now, if you're in the driver's seat, you say, I got this. No matter what, I got this. No matter what, I'm going to be fine. No matter what, I'm strong. I'm the best at what I do. No matter what, things are good. I'm the best at what I do. Life is amazing. Oh my gosh, the sun just came up and it's sunny outside. I feel really good today. I just went on a really good walk. I just went on a 5-mile run. I just hit a new PR in the gym. I am going to close that deal next month. Upward spiral, upward spiral, upward spiral. A lot of you too, if you tell yourself you have bad social skills, you'll just keep having bad social skills. If you walk around all day and you say, I have the best social skills, I can talk to anybody, I have so many good social skills, you're going to probably just win. Like everything is how you think. Everything is literally how you think. So when I am around a woman or when I'm really around anybody, I constantly say, I love my life. Everything is so good right now. Work is going so good right now. My gym performance is so good right now. I feel so healthy today. I got so much good sleep last night. I feel so healthy. Ooh, I ate that big steak dinner. I feel so healthy. Oh my gosh, the sun is shining down on me. I just went for a 5-mile walk. I got so much sun. I love the good sun shining down on me. It feels so good. Upward spiral, upward spiral. And here's what you're going to notice. When you say things like this, she smiles. She'll probably want to give you a hug or a kiss, okay? And she'll probably say, me too. If you're out on a walk or you're out, you know, at the pool or whatever, and you say these things, oh, I love the sun. Ooh, I love the good breeze when the wind blows. Oh, it's so nice outside. Look how amazing it is. Oh, look at the birds chirping. She's going to go, oh, I like that too. Oh, me too. Oh, it makes me feel so good too. This is what she's going to say. Women are going to be a mirror to your energy. Why? Because you are the leader, you are the masculine. You're creating the environment and the emotion between both of you. You're creating it through who you are, okay? Women want to essentially not hear anything that ever causes negative emotion, okay? Those of you who you want like a girlfriend or a wife, okay, because I know a lot of you do want a long-term relationship, and this is probably important to a lot of you. I want to tell you this, good luck, okay? Because you're going to have to learn everything that I'm teaching you. It is essentially almost like a 24/7 job, creating an environment where you're able to keep her emotions in the sweet spot. Because when you start having bad days, she starts having bad days. When you are not confident in your future, she is not confident in your future. When you are not confident in your skills, she is not confident in your skills. All of this happens regardless of how attractive you are. If you are an attractive guy, let's say you're 8 feet tall, 280 pounds, just solid muscle with 6-pack abs, and you're just making all this money. If you walk around like this and you have a negative experience in your life, and this is coming out of your mouth through the words that you're saying, and you have this energy about you that is just negative and not good, regardless of how attractive you are, I don't even care if you have a private jet or whatever, she starts to doubt you because she looks at the inner core of your confidence and she says, no, there's something wrong, I'm out. That's what happens. So if she associates you or your like identity, your personality with a negative existence, or she feels like the future with you is not safe and not going in a positive direction, okay, if she feels like this, if she feels like the experience of your life is hard for you, she will probably exit regardless of how attractive you are. So when you hear things like hypergamy optimizes for survival, or women optimize for their own survival, you have to really take this in and internalize it, because you paint a better reality through your words. You literally, like, imagine you're an artist painting a picture. You paint a better reality for her with the relationship through your words. And this is what you have to understand is, to women, reality happens based on what they hear. If you like this video, hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. Join us inside of that community. You'll see what I put together for you. You'll love it. We'll see you in the next one.